Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fem Tarot. And before we start, I want to just welcome the new family members. We have a lot of new family members, and I just want to extend them a nice warm welcome to the family. And this is a safe space. You're in good hands here. We're all here to support each other. We share a lot of love. We share a lot of things. So welcome, and I'm super excited. Absolutely. How's everyone doing? I just wanted to come back and continue the lightning readings as well today. The live on Sunday was incredible, you guys. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes of lightning readings, and I still couldn't, I just couldn't get to everyone. And I felt so bad, and I said, I'll do this again, but why don't we talk about, because I want to help you guys as well. So I want to help you connect to spirit, specifically to your guides, your guardians, your protectors. And it's simple. You don't need to be a medium. You don't need to be a psychic. You don't need to have any special superpowers. You can do it yourself just by using a deck of tarot. It's pretty much that. And not only that, I want to make it a little bit of a fun, relaxing day today or live today. I've also brought with me my favorite decks that I want to share with you, because if you don't have tarot yet, but you're interested in buying a deck so you can connect to your guides, then maybe one of these decks that I have here, might sort of um you might fall in love with them. You might like their artwork. You might be drawn to them. With tarot and crystals, okay, pretty much they choose you. You don't choose them. Facts. So for example, this deck here, it's called the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. I'm going to open it up and show you inside what it looks like. For instance, this one, I saw another reader using them on YouTube, and I was just so drawn to them. But I do have a big collection of tarot. I can't show you everything, and I don't use all of my decks. I'll get to that in a minute. So I just, at the time when I saw this reader using this deck, I was like, I've just bought so many decks. Maybe I should just hold off a little bit. I mean, I can't keep buying tarot on it. First of all, it's expensive. And second of all, I don't have that much space where I'm going to put everything. Anyways, here's how this deck chose me. So I went onto Amazon, I went online, I found the deck, I kept putting it in my cart, and then I was like, no, I'll I don't need to buy it now. I've got a ton of decks. The next day, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't stop thinking about the deck. And I'm like, oh, I love it. I need to have it. I need to work with it. It's talking to me. It's calling me. Yeah. I'm a bit psycho when it comes to tarot. Anyways, and I was like, no. I'm not gonna buy it. Anyway, to cut a long story short, 3 days later, I purchased this deck. Why? Because for 2 nights I kept drinking. Drinking? I should be drinking. What's wrong with me? I sound like I'm drinking. Thinking of the deck. I was dreaming of this deck. So it was calling for me, and I purchased it. And I love it. But I haven't used it. I've played around with it. I've connected with it. We'll talk all about that in a minute. And but I have it in my collection, and I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to show you. But before we start, I just want to say hello to the chat. I just want to buy some time until more of the Femmies join the live. Hello, everyone. Carrie's looking forward to it. Yay! Hope you're all doing good. Issa's in the house. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hi, Lala. Hi, DJ. Hi, Tiffany. Blessings to you. Ooh, where did Tiffany go? There she is. Let's see. You've done some with your tarot decks. It's crazy. They talk to you. It's the same with the crystals. Like if you go to a crystal shop or if you're online shopping for crystals, it's what you're drawn to. You might sort of like logged in, or you might have like walked into a crystal shop thinking that you want to buy a specific crystal, and then you end up buying completely different crystals because they were calling for you. Perfect. Perfect, Roni. Come on in. So yeah, before we start, just a reminder, if you want to book a reading with me, you can head on over to my website, which is down here, and you just fill out the booking form and I'll get back to you within 24 hours. Please keep in mind that June is completely booked out. I have very limited slots in July because then I'm off for a month. I'm taking my summer break. I need to replenish. I'm going to start writing my book. I'm going to start creating my own tarot deck. There's so much in the works as well going on, but I need this break to get to all of that. So I'll be back doing readings mid-August. So if you want to book now for a reading in July, limited slots, and then August or September, I do highly recommend that you do it now because I do book up quite fast, especially when I come back from holidays, because everyone's like, oh my God, I need to see her. I need a reading. Hello, good to see you too, Judy. Hello, and welcome. Let's see. Tiffany, my son brought me my first set recently for my birthday, and they're perfect. They're not perfect. Which one is it? Let us know. Which one is it? So perfect. So you will be able to use your deck to connect to your guides. It's fairly simple. It's not, I mean, there's some steps that you guys need to take. We'll get into that a bit later. And I'll just tell you now, if you guys want to grab your deck, if you do have a deck, and also I do want you to grab a white candle, whether it's a tea candle and a scented candle, I don't care as long as it's white. Okay, that's all you need. And if you have a smudge stick, then please bring this as well. I'm just going to show you a little bit how we start. You know, there is a preparation, like a little small ceremony that you have to do before you connect to your guides, and in order to connect to your guides as well. But this is also to prepare you, your spirit, your body, and your spirit to receive messages, to open your third eye, to open your crown chakra, and to start receiving. So while everyone is getting ready, is getting settled in, let's start. I just wanted to show you really quickly my decks. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, you guys. I wanted to share you the decks. So first of all, let me just share with you. You all know this deck because I use it all the time on YouTube. I use it on readings too. Readings that I do through video, not the in-person readings. The reason why I use this deck, it's beautiful. People love the imagery, right? The artwork. It's not scary because tarot can be a little bit scary. Like if the devil card comes up or the death or the tower, people can freak out. So I like to use nice, beautiful, colorful, bold decks for reading for you guys. All right. So this is, this deck. I want to show you the books. Hold on. See, I've got a stack here. So this is the Light Seers Tarot. As you can see, beautiful, beautiful. You can find it on Amazon. Make sure, the thing about Amazon is that you can get counterfeit tarot. So they're probably made in China. The quality of the stock is very, very different. I don't know how you can safeguard yourself on Amazon from purchasing, a counterfeit deck, but I would also recommend, for instance, this is a Hay House from the Hay House Publishing Company. They're huge, right? They create a lot of the decks, oracle decks and tarot decks. So you can also visit their website, hayhouse.com, I think, and check out and purchase your decks directly from there. There are many, many publishing companies There's another one which I like. It's a little bit more alternative decks. It's called Lascarebo. I need to add everything down below in the description box after this live. You can also find some decks there. Kickstarter as well if you're a collector. I'm a collector, so I do use Kickstarter to get new decks, right, that are not so mainstream, because I love them. I'm obsessed. Let's see. I have a deck, but I need a beginner set and not enough. Yeah, we'll get to that really quickly about the beginner set, what is best to use, etc. But before we go on, just a reminder as well that I do have a crystal shop, an online shop. It is a small business, so I would appreciate you guys to support my small business. And I do have high grade, ethically sourced crystals from all over the world, directly from the mines. I do try to keep my prices as low as possible. Okay. It's not about making profit. To me, it's about being surrounded by crystals and share my passion about crystals and tarot with you guys. So you can just go on to my website and check out the crystals. But even if you don't want to buy crystals, but you're just, you know about certain crystals and you want to know about their spiritual properties, or according to your sign, which crystals are best for you, then you can use my website for all that, because you can use the filters, you can find everything there. And I hope it helps. Right, so good afternoon, Anne-Marie. Welcome, welcome. Right, let's see. It's just a pretty blue and purple box. Beginners for sure. Came with a book by Alice Akruk. I don't know, but I don't know which one you're. There's so many. There's so many. So as I said, this is the light seers that I'm using on YouTube. Something else that I want to share with you. When I read for myself, I have my own decks. When I read for people in person, I use a different deck. Not this one. I'll tell you this. Not even my kids are allowed to touch my decks, my tarot. And I'll explain why. Because the decks themselves, they have absorbed my energy. I have connected energetically with the decks that I use and I work with. And I don't want other people touching my deck because I've done so much work on them. I cleanse them every day. I cleanse them every time I read someone new. I cleanse them beforehand. I cleanse them after. I take good care of them. These have been a little bit worn down, as you can see. I don't know if you can see, but the paper, but I don't care. I love that. It just means that, they've done such a good job. They've got a lot of mileage in them and I love them, and I'm never going to get rid of them. And you're not supposed to get rid of your tarot. One way of getting rid of tarot is just donate them, just give them away, right? Just give them to someone who's starting off. That's one way of doing that. Another way is don't throw them away in the trash, okay? If you just don't want to use your tarot anymore, just, put them in their box, or if you don't have the box anymore, just wrap them in a white silk cloth and just store them away somewhere. So Jesus is in the house. Jesus, I haven't seen you in a while on the live. Hope you're doing well. There you go. No, okay. The best thing is not to allow anyone to touch your deck, and always say keep them somewhere, right? Store them somewhere. Keep them away from sunlight, just with crystals. Just take good care of your deck. So this is the light seers that I use on YouTube. Now, this is the deck that I highly recommend. So there is Rider-Waite Tarot. It's called RDS in short. So it is the most, I would say, the system used most by most readers. Oops. Okay, these ones. I love, look, you can tell I love them because they're hot pink, right? Okay, so this wasn't my first deck. My first deck was a original Rider-Waite deck, but this was the first deck I ever used to read for others. Oops, the devil's here. So, and I love it because look at this. Look at that. I don't know my camera. There you go. This is the King of Pentacles. Let me show you some. This is what the devil looks like. And again, what's important with tarot deck, especially when you're a beginner, and especially if you want to connect to your guides, is really the imagery. The imagery? What's wrong with me today? The artwork. What's on the deck? Okay, it's important. For instance, let me find a deck which is a little bit more for advanced. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna use this one then, which is not colorful. This is called the Golden Thread. Let me just show you this one. Okay. There you go. Look, this is beautiful. So I normally use this one for I've got some clients that are in politics. I've got clients that are in business, they're businessmen. And usually they want readings when they come to me for readings, it's usually for, financial stuff, political stuff, business stuff. So I don't really use this one for them, right? This is my deck. Look how beautiful it is. Hold on. You can't, the reason why I don't use it on YouTube is because look, it's very hard for you guys because of the gold thingy. Like, I don't know what it's called right now. The gold foil thing that you can't, it's not easy to see. So this is, for instance, look, Three of Pentacles, for instance. Here you go. My camera, I hope it picks it up. It's beautiful. And the stock, it's plastic. So thin and plastic, easy to shuffle, but because they're plastic, they slip, so they keep like dropping on the floor. Yeah, I love these two, Jesus. I absolutely love them. But this is my more serious deck, or when I read men, like these, like, businessmen, etc. Sometimes they ask me to go to their office here in Greece where I am, or when I was in Austria. So they would call me in during their lunch break or just after a meeting. So I would bring this deck, right, and read for them. So this is beautiful. This is called the Golden Thread. A beautiful creator. She's created, what's her name? Tina Gong is the designer. This is the back of the box. Tina Gong. Labyrinthos is her company, and the website is goldenthread.co. You can see it down here. You can check out her decks. She's got beautiful decks. A bit pricey, but really worth it because they're extremely good quality as well. So this is another deck, but this is not a beginner deck for sure, okay? Because what you need as a beginner deck is, first of all, Latin numbers may confuse you. The Latin numerals. Okay, I need English lessons. What's wrong with me today? So it's one of those days. So it's easier if you've got numbers, okay? Much easier, first of all, to read the tarot, and also with the colors as well, because it really piques and it helps stimulate your third eye and your intuition. So these ones are more advanced, for more advanced users. Okay, let's see. Let me put some stuff to the side. So I showed you this one. So I highly recommend this deck, this nice hot pink deck. This is the box. It's called the Charmin Caselli Tarot Deck. Oh, come on, camera. There you go. Beautiful deck. I love it. It's sort of like it's the Rider-Waite, but slightly different, which is what I love. For instance, this is the Lover's card. This is the Lover's card. Okay, so you see how different it is, for instance, from the light seers, which you're used to. For instance, oh, there you go. I found the Lover's card. So this is a Lover's card in the light seers deck. All right, and this is it. And this, what did we call it? The Sharman Caselli deck. See the differences? So it is whatever appeals to you that you data. That's what she said. I love how we all have a great sense of humor here. I love it. All right, so this is another deck that you guys could also use. Let me show you this one. So this is not for beginners, but this would also work for connecting to your guides without having to learn the meanings of the cards. Okay, just making sure that what I'm going to teach you today, I'm not teaching how to read tarot. I'm teaching you how to connect to your guides and to start receiving messages. So this is another beautiful deck. This is a Temperance card, for instance. Come on, camera. There. This one, let me show you the Ace of Pentacles. I don't want any jokes here, Data. Dirty minds. Yeah, I do have a dirty mind. That's a fact. Because I do have a dirty sense of humor. I don't use it on YouTube, but I do. What else? Like, then you've got the Sun card. The Sun, see? It's very bright, this one, but I wouldn't say that this is a deck for beginners. This is called the Wild Unknown. This is the box by Kim Krantz. Beautiful, beautiful deck. This is a colorful deck, but it can be a little bit dark. This is what I find. You'll find that each deck emits a different kind of energy. For instance, the light seers, the ones that you guys know and love, emit such a happy, joyful, positive energy. You know, you read the cards, even when you do reading and things are just like not great, it still emits this positivity, right? This one can get a little bit dark. It's beautifully made, but it can get a little bit dark. Just saying. Can you see this? My camera's slow picking these up. All right, so you see the star, for instance, here. The star is a beautiful card with a beautiful meaning. It's a colorful star, but because it's got all these like little lines and stuff around, it can get a little bit dark. So iconic is in the house. Where are you? Hello, hello, welcome. So we're looking at some of my favorite tarot decks that I have in my collection that I use, because there are other decks that I don't even open the box. Yeah, I'm one of those. So this is another deck. Okay, let me put this one these to the side. Yeah, I want to show you this one. I love this one. Okay, the Cosmic Summer. You're going to see why I fell in love with this deck. I'll keep saying deck. Data. Right. Okay, let's see. For instance, the Eight of Pentacles, this is what it looks like. You know what it reminds me a little bit of the story of the Little Prince, which was one of my favorite stories when I was little. Le Petit Prince in French. 10 of Cups. See, like the star, because we looked at the star before. Look at the star here. See, this, I absolutely love this deck. Actually, I want to start using it. I'm thinking about doing that. Yes, that might, after my summer break, I might um do that actually, you guys, and just add stuff that will help you, things that you need to buy, things that can help you in your own spiritual journey. Absolutely. Imagine that as many as a makeup guru has makeup cards in every drawer. That's true. That's true. I take care of my cards better than I take care of my makeup. And I have to tell you, I love makeup too. If you can't tell, I love makeup. Um, but I don't wear makeup every day. So if you've had readings with me, you'll see me. I just come on like no makeup whatsoever. I'm really natural, whatever I'm wearing. I'm really sort of like, cash and relaxed. But generally, I love wearing makeup. So this is a beautiful deck. I'll show you the box again, the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. Okay, let me just put that down. There you go. So this is beautiful. I don't remember where I got this one. I'm afraid it wasn't Amazon though. Somewhere else. I don't remember, to be honest. Right, that's another one. We looked at these two. Now, here's another one. This is more, I loved it because this is more, if I'm not mistaken, this is inspired by Russian fairy tales. Love, 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 love this one. So this is called The Golden Wheel. This is another one I love. I'm an Aquarius. You know that. And I like quirky stuff. And I generally like things that not like, I like mainstream stuff, but I also like things that not everyone owes or everyone likes. So, for instance, this is the Two of Swords. Look at this one. But I want you to see, based on folklore, Russian folklore and stuff, like the Lovers card. Look at this. This is another one. This is, I think it was painted with watercolor, which makes it even more fascinating. Look at this. Look at this. The Ace of Swords. What a powerful symbolism here with the snake and the sword. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this one, 10 of Cups, for instance. 10 of Cups, which is the card for family and union and coming together and the completion, like the happy completion of something. So this is another one. You guys, yeah, Femme After Hours. Wait till Campfire gets here, you guys. You're gonna see another side of us because we're planning to do a little bit of vlogging and just share with you some of our adventures here in Athens and Greece and some of the stuff that we're doing. So that's gonna be so fun, and I think that you guys are gonna find it hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Yes, darling. Minimalistic chic. Absolutely fabulous. By the way, I love AppFab. Who else is a fan of Absolutely Fabulous? Love that series. I can rewatch 1,000 times. What is Sarah saying? And everyone's Sarah's being naughty. Oh, you guys, I love you. Keep it going. I love it. Absolutely. Yeah, Maddie loves AppFab too. Guys, I can't. Careful where you put that deck of yours. Just saying. Oh my God. You guys, you're hilarious. Isa loves Absolutely Fabulous too. I miss them. Everyone. Yeah. Patsy and Edwina, Eddie. Oh, I love them. Now, so these are some of the tarot decks. I've got more. I've got to show you another one, you guys. Okay. This again is not for beginners because it might confuse you, but you guys are going to love it. And you know what? I want to use it. I keep saying it, but I never do. So look at this, you guys. Look at this. Yes. Yes. I couldn't resist not to. Look at this beautiful deck. Look at it behind the back side of the deck. Stop. I can't say deck anymore without my mind sort of going wandering on dirty paths. So you guys stop. So look at this. It's very retro. I love it. 50s retro. Housewives is Justice card. The High Priestess is Secret Syrup. Look at this. I love this deck. It's got a sense of humor too. Isn't that gorgeous? This is one of that in my collection that I don't use. When I bought this deck, I bought it to use it, right? To do readings with it. But in the end, I said, no, it goes into my collection drawer. Look at the Hermit. And the Three of Wands. Isn't this cute? This is adorable. So this is another deck here that I absolutely love. But it's up, as I said before, it's up to you which one you guys want to buy, what you're drawn to, what speaks to you, screams at you, entices you in. Whatever it is, get that one. Don't overthink it. Now you can also use oracle cards. Let me see. I've got two. I've got two that I want to recommend to you. The first one is this one. This is great when you're also meditating. This is pretty simple. You can draw one card or two cards every day in the morning before you start your day. You just set an intention. You ask your guides or your angels to just give you the message for the day or advice or some guidance. And you can use this deck, right? Because it has these beautiful, you've seen me use these before, but you see they have these like little, look at this. Ooh, this one's upside down. Hold on. Collaboration of souls. So this deck is really like, it's on the go. Like if you want to have a deck on the go and just ask a couple of questions, if you're unsure about something, then you can use this one. This one's called the Sacred Creators Oracle. This is the box. And this is created by, I feel it is Chris Ann is the same one who created the Lightseers. Same one. So this is Lightseers and this is hers too. So tarot and oracle. So this one's a great one to work with too. I've got it here because I love to use it during private readings too sometimes. And then this oracle deck too, I love. Okay, it's called the Sacred Traveler. It's really, and I think the creator is, I can't see without my glasses. Oh, Denise Lynn. You've seen these before. I've used them on YouTube. Discovering the Truth. Grounding. You can use this one too to connect to your guides. You guys, I love you. I really do. Oh my Lord. Oh my God, stop. I'm going to start crying. Look, you guys. We can develop a sexy tarot deck. Well, I am planning to do two types of decks. So one is going to be my fun deck, which is going to be Housewives inspired, not these Housewives, the Bravo Housewives, but I need to do some legal research and see and speak to Bravo about that before I start creating that deck. And then there's another one which I'll keep it a secret, a surprise, secret and a surprise. So there you go. I'll put these to the side and I'll keep this one. No, no, I love it. I wish we were all in the same room. I really wish. I think we would have a blast, you guys. I do. Everyone's welcome to Greece, by the way. If you're in Greece, DM me, let me know. Hold on. Sarah says, I had a question with the Doreen Virtue tarot deck. She said she disowned her work. Some tarot readers said after her tarot work is it doesn't work. Of course it works. It's just that there's a whole drama. There's a whole thing with Doreen Virtue. So Doreen Virtue was one of the best oracle card creators. She connected to angels. She was extremely spiritual. She was very gifted. And she was very much loved in the spiritual community. But what happened was after she got divorced to her husband, she remarried, and her second husband is extremely religious, very Christian, very religious. And Doreen Virtue started changing. She came closer to God. She disowned tarot and cartomancy and divination, claiming that it's the devil, it's the devil's messages disguised as angelic messages and stuff like that. Some people, some tarot readers have disowned tarot because they freaked out, because Doreen then just came out and said, this is the devil's work, and I was not in a good place, and my body was taken over when I created these decks, these cards, and some people freaked out. Come on, you guys. I mean, not you, but come on. Like, honestly, this is such the type of dogmatic, super conservative Christian thinking that annoys me, that pisses me off. It's all about scaremongering. It's all the devil is in disguise. The devil is everywhere. People freaked out. She's created some incredible oracle and tarot decks, I can tell you. So of course they work. Of course they work. They worked before Doreen Virtue found or refound God. Why should they stop working now? It's how you use them and what is the intention that you're setting with a reading, with your cards, with everything. So no, I don't believe it. So Sacred Traveler is one of your go-to decks. Yes, it's so good. Everyone's in tears. Everyone's in tears. I love it. Keep going, you guys. We should make t-shirts. I should make merch with like dirty, a little bit sort of dirty, wink, wink, what's called typography and stuff like that. That would be funny. I would love to. The King of Decks, for instance, or the King of Deck would be a good one. All right, so let's start, you guys. Unless you guys want to ask me something about the cards, the decks, anything, and then we'll move on and we'll talk a little bit, and I'll show you. And while we're doing this, during the live stream, if you have your tarot with you, then you can give it a go. Okay, so because maybe you want to ask me something, or just you feel safer doing it while we're live streaming, whatever you feel comfortable with. So let's see. I got you. Don't forget to cleanse your deck before you do anything with it. Just saying. You guys, I love you. We've got to get serious. The replay crew is going to get so annoyed with us. They're going to get so annoyed with us. I can't with you guys. I love you. I really do. Right. So, question. Someone asked, I missed it because I'm crying now, laughing, crying. Yeah, good point, Data. The fact that his name is Jesus and he's typing out these jokes make You're so right. Absolutely. Jesus and his deck. Right. So here's how we start. Let's start. For sure, much. You know, my kids are obsessed. My kids are like, why don't you do that much, mom? Why don't you do much? I'm like, it's so much work. It's so much work. No one realizes how much work it is. But I'll do it for you if you guys want to. And if you have some good ideas, please send them over. Right. So let's start. What do you need to start connecting with your spirit guides? First of all, as I said, you need a white candle. So it can be a white plain candle like this one. I don't want to draw up any wax. So like a candle like this. Could be a tea candle, white tea candle, a scented candle, could be a luminary scented candle. As long as it's white, that's all you want. So why a candle? Because the candle on its own is like setting this intention that I'm opening a circle of trust with my guides, with my angels, with spirit. Okay. And it's also spirit is drawn to light, is drawn to flame, light, candles. That's why pagans, that's why anyone who does spell work, etc. Candle is the go-to. Okay. They always use candles and other stuff, herbs, etc., etc. We'll talk about that because, by the way, you reminded me. Tomorrow I'm interviewing Trika. She's amazing. I've had her on my channel before. That was 2 or 3 years ago. She's really good. She's a death doula, so she works with people in hospices or who are terminally ill to help them transition. She's a light worker. She's a healer. She also she's also a lucid dream expert. If you're interested in lucid dreaming, you should head on over. Just go to my channel and you'll have to go back 2 years ago, and maybe one of the mods can find it and just like link it in the chat, because she really explains lucid dreaming. It's incredible. It was such a insightful and interesting conversation. So she's back. She's back tomorrow. It's not going to be a live. It's going to be recorded, and I'll upload the video on the weekend. And we will be talking. She has a new book coming out, and it's about spells, 365 spells for the year. So one for each year. I don't dabble with spells, white magic, or anything like that. I don't know much about it because I always kept away from it. I know a little bit. I do a little bit. Yeah. But I've got the book. I got the book before it came out because I think it came out yesterday, the day before yesterday. Anyways, it's really good. It's a really good book. I might try some because I feel safe with her. She's incredible. You'll see her. She's an incredible person and soul. So if you guys have any questions for her, that's tomorrow. Then you can just DM me, send me an email, whatever, and then I'll ask her tomorrow. We're going to have an interesting discussion for sure. We're going to talk about spell work. We're going to talk about, again, lucid dreaming. I want to talk to her a little bit about what she does as a death doula. What has she experienced, or what has she seen during such an incredibly emotional and spiritual moment when someone is passing. Okay. So all of these things we will discuss tomorrow. Now, Data, you're on fire, boy. You're on fire. Big deck energy. The Queen of Decks. You guys, I'm probably not going to sleep tonight because I'm going to start designing the merch. Trust me, you're giving me, I love this. Yes. Right, let's go back. Stop distracting me. Right, let's go back. So you need the white candle. You get the white candle. So you need also to cleanse your deck using a smudge stick. If you don't have a smudge stick, that's fine. I'll show you how you can, I'll show you how to cleanse your deck using a candle. So you take your deck, you shuffle first, you shuffle 1 or 2 times, and then you fan it open like that, right? And then 3 times you go over the flame and you set the intention that you're cleansing your deck. That's it. That's it. There's another thing that another way that a lot of readers do, especially like the old school readers, and I do it sometimes. I do it when I haven't used a deck in a long time and it's been dormant. So I knock 3 times. 1, 2, 3. It's like wakey wakey. It's your turn. You're working. We're working together, right? So that's another way of cleansing your deck. So you don't need much. Another way is if you have crystals, if you have, I don't have my clear quartz here, but if you have a clear quartz or selenite, just place it on top of your deck, on top of your cards. I'm going to stop saying deck now. On top of your cards or right next to them, right? Because that will also cleanse the energy of the card. So that's what you need to start. Now, right. Okay. So you take your, so if it's a brand new, if the deck is brand new, what you should do is first you need to get to know your deck. Yes, you guys, we're going to be saying this word a lot today, so get used to it. So you need to get to know your cards, your deck. You need to feel them. You need to touch them. You need to talk to them. So I would say just shuffle 1 or 2 times if you've just opened the box, unsealed the box, and then just look at each card. What does, for instance, this card make you feel? The 8 of Cups. Just look at it. Forget about which card it is. Doesn't matter. What does it make you feel? What are you seeing? What's popping out for you? What are you noticing? Is it the color? Is it the woman? Is it the fire here? There you go. Here. Is it the sun that is either set, it's either setting or rising? So what is the first thing you notice in each card? So you start to get to know your cards, because every time you look at your card, you will notice something different. That's your intuition, because your intuition is saying, pay attention to the birds. Hear the crows. Pay attention to the crows. So what does that mean to you? What does a crow mean to you? Is it a bad omen? Is it a good omen? What is going on? Why are they surrounding this woman? Why is her woman, why has she turned her back on us? What's the story? You pretty much, each card has a story. The story changes each time you use your cards, each time you do a reading. It's the same card, different story. This is what you have to remember. You become a storyteller to yourself. This is it. Using your intuition, using your guides. So what do you notice in this card, for instance? I want to use these cards today because you're used to them and they're so much easier as well. There's just so much going on. So what's going on here? So you have 3 people. They're working on this tapestry macrame thing. It's beautiful that you see 3 people, 3 circles here, different colors. What is the story here? Are they siblings? Are they working together on a present? Is this a present for grandma or someone they love? For another sibling? What is going on? What's the story here? This is what you have to remember. And the more you get to know your cards, the more you get to know them, the more your intuition is going to give you more information. It's going to come out freely. It's going to flow out. Now, you need to, when you do this, when you want to connect to your guides, I highly recommend you have a place in your house, a spot that it's your little altar or your little quiet space where you can get into the zone. No one can come in, no one can interrupt you. you feel comfortable, whether it's sitting on the floor, whether on the couch, on a desk, it doesn't matter. It's completely up to you. There are no rules. Absolutely no rules. The rule is, though, that you need a little bit of quiet and space in order for you to get into the zone and for you to connect to your guides, to connect to spirit. Before you start, so you have your candle, you've cleansed your cards, everything is set. You can put your crystals, whichever crystals you want, whichever ones you feel connected to, you can have them on your desk, on the floor, wherever you're going to do the reading, okay? And you start with this. Replay crew, you can pause this and write it down. I will send it to, or I will post it myself on to Discord, our channel in Discord, right? So you can print it if you want, or you can save it, bookmark it, whatever. Okay, this is it. Wait, let me find it. So before you start, and in order to connect, you need to ask for your guides to come forward. You need to tell them what it is that you want from them. So I've done this for you guys, so you can screenshot this if you like. This is what I say, okay, just before I start a reading. Spirits, angels, guardians, and guides, charged with the greatest good and highest healing, help me interpret the messages these cards are revealing. For your guidance and wisdom, I give thanks. While you're saying that, I would hold a crystal in my hand, whichever you want. You know, amethyst, for instance, very good labradorite, malachite, whatever you have. Okay, you don't need to buy specific crystal for that. So hold this while you're saying that. Close your eyes and then take 3 deep breaths, and imagine that a white light is coming through the sky, through the clouds, through your ceiling, and through your crown chakra. All right? It comes through your crown chakra, and it really wraps you in a bubble of white light. I want you to envision this after you've said that little prayer, right? And then start from the head. The light goes from your head down to your toes. And when you reach your toes, imagine your feet, these big roots are just coming out of the soles of your feet and into the earth. That is what's going to keep you grounded during the reading. The light is going to protect you. The light is going to help you. It's going to give you sensations. You might start feeling cold. You might start feeling hot. You might feel like someone's playing with your hair, or you might feel something on your shoulder. All normal, nothing to freak about, because that means that you are now connected. Okay? Now, so what do? Now you're ready to start. So you take your tarot in your hand. I'm going to start avoiding using the word deck, okay? For now. We need to get serious just for a minute. So, take the tarot in your hand and start shuffling. Okay? But I want you to quieten your mind. Shuffle 1 or 2 times without thinking of anything. Just really calmly, just keep shuffling. Don't drop them like I do all the time, because I'm like a manic shuffler. All right. So after you've shuffled them a couple of times, think of what you want to ask from your guides or spirit. What it is that you want. One thing that you have to make sure is that it's an open-ended question and it's not a yes or no question, right? An open-ended question is going to help you read more into it and receive the message and understand what's coming through. If it's a yes or no, they don't like yes or no anyways, because sometimes there is no yes or no with spirit. Okay. So after that, you ask your question, or you ask them to come closer. You can ask them anything you want. It's up to you. Okay. You can ask out loud. You can ask inside, like you can inside your own, with your inner voice, inside your head. It does not matter. Just ask the question. When you feel you've had enough of shuffling, if you feel ready, stop. Put the deck down. And then use your left hand, okay, because the left hand is the one that's connected to the heart chakra. Use your left hand and just cut the deck in 3 piles, okay? So 1, 2, unfortunately, I can't show it to you another way. And then put them back together. And then some readers, what they do is randomly, they just cut the deck like that. Whatever card is there, that's the one that they read, okay? Also, something else, the bottom card, usually, if you're reading for yourself, the bottom card is usually a direct message for you from guides, from spirit, okay? So at the end, you can always look at the bottom card and read it and see what that is. So then you can just take the first card. That's your answer. Okay. I don't want you to get into this whole, 8 of Wands. What does 8 of Wands mean? 8, what does that mean? Oh, eternity, 8. Yeah, I know 8. Oh, Wands, inspiration, creativity. Don't go into all that. It does not matter, because you're not doing like a full spread reading. You're just connecting. You're connecting. You are helping open your third eye. You are connecting to your intuition. That's what's important. Nothing else. So, what does this mean to you? What are you noticing? How does this card make you feel? The colors, what you have here, the wands, the wands here, the different colors. Where does your eye focus on? You know, which color, for instance? See what comes through. You don't need to find or to get the answer straight away. In the beginning, it might take a while. You might be like, okay, what are they trying to say here? Like, I don't understand. Like, you know, all that pink, and then there's these 8 wands, and they've got this, like, you know, carvings on them. So what does this mean? Doesn't matter. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? What's the first thing? What does this card make you feel? Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel sad? What does this mean to you? All right. So if for instance, this card does not resonate with you, then you can pull the second card. You're creating a story now. So you're unfolding a story. You can pull as many cards as you want, but I wouldn't recommend pulling too many, because you're going to get way too confused. We don't want that, especially as beginners, right? We will do that later on. Once you get comfortable with the cards, with how they make you feel, once you connect with your cards effortlessly, then you know, you can pull as many cards as you want. But for instance, we pulled the 9 of Cups. Forget that this is the 9 of Cups, the wish card. So as you can see, she's floating. She's happy. You've got these gold balls, and then the light behind her. So she's in ecstasy, right? Is she in ecstasy? Did she win something? Is she having an out-of-body experience? Everyone is interpreting this differently. That's the magic about it. That's the magic about tarot and oracle cards. So what is going on? So you have the 8 of Wands, and then you have the 9 of Cups. So depending what you asked, what is going on here? For instance, if you've asked, guides, give me sort of a clue or help me understand where I'm at in my career right now, for instance. Okay, that's one question. So they're saying you're busy. Like there's just so much energy coming towards you. You're just tackling so many things. Right now, you're a bit confused as to what's going on, but things are not all that bad. Things are not that bad. It's just that you can't see it. This is how I'm interpreting it, supposedly. Okay, I'm just giving you an example. And then you've pulled this card. You pulled the Nine of Cups. And then you're like, but wait, an opportunity is coming your way, which is going to make you happy. It's going to probably there's a promotion coming your way, because I see here these golden bowls. So, and we have a chest here full of jewelry and gold coins, etc. So, are you on the right path? I think so. I think so, looking at these two cards, because you're overwhelmed with how busy and things are going on right now that you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel or the gold in the treasure chest. It's right there, but you can't see it. Okay? So it's just working with your cards, working with them, talking to them, and you connect more. As I told you before, every time you pick up your cards and you look at the card, at a specific card, you're going to see something different. It's going to make you feel differently. We're not going to get now into how to read tarot. We're going to do lessons about that. I'm going to teach you how to do that. But now this is how you can help yourself connect, even with deceased loved ones. You can ask them if you want to connect to a mom, a dad, a grandparent, a child that has crossed over, then you can ask them to talk to you, to communicate to you through the cards. And you will be amazed how much will come through. Amazed. Do you guys want to ask me anything before I continue? Okay, by nature, pure energy, maybe dark energy. All right, okay. All right, so if you don't have it, so that is pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's why I insist. It's very important that you choose a deck, Oracle, whether it's Oracle or Tarot, that really resonates with you. It speaks to you. You are attracted to it, like you want to work with it. That's the most important thing. Don't go with whatever you see other readers using. Lightseers, for instance, is a beautiful deck. I use it all the time. Maybe, you love, but maybe it's not for you. I'm just saying, okay? Maybe it's not for you. You just have to find which one is for you and work with it. Another way of also helping yourself to understand is every time you do these mini readings for yourself and connecting, keep a spiritual journal. Write down. I want to show you mine. Hold on. Okay, mine's like, okay. I made this in Hungary. It's leather, and I have an elephant because it's one of my spirit animals. So, for instance, I have here questions to ask. What I ask, questions I ask my new decks, because I interview. I do. I interview my new decks. You should all interview your new decks. Here, for instance, let me see. There's some readings that I've done, like Letterman readings that I do, but I don't do them for anyone else. I just do them for myself. So, like, for instance, here, I have my notes. I write down things. This is when I read for myself or for a family member. So there's I have all sorts of notes here, right? So you need one of these. a spiritual journal where every time you ask a question, write down the question and then write down which cards came up, like which ones popped up, and how you read it. What's your interpretation? And do that for a month. And then after a month, take a little break and then go back and read what you've written. And you will start learning. You will start feeling more confident in yourself, more confident in your connection with the other side, with spirit. It's I tell you, it just needs a little bit of practice and for you to feel confident. And if you're confident in your intuition, that's it. That's it. You can connect easily. Easily. Okay, hold on. Let's get this. Marcy, what is the cards that come out that don't make sense per your question? Example, you do a love reading getting all pentacles. Okay, depends. For instance, if someone comes to me and they say, oh, I'm a little bit worried about my relationship. Things are not doing great. Can you just tell me what you see? I throw the cards down and then I get all pentacles. To me, it means that this is a relationship where they're both comfortable. It means that it's maybe they are, and depends what cards, like I'm just generalizing here. Maybe it is like a relationship convenience, or maybe they work together. Okay, if it's wands, if you have a lot of wands, to me, just it just shows me that there's a lot of sexual chemistry. Wands is sex too. It's creativity, it's sex, it's passion. So it doesn't mean that if you don't get cups, which is love, emotions, etc., in a relationship reading or a love reading, that there's no love there. It just means that the focus of the relationship at that point when you're reading is on something else. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let's see what card we need to be careful to not misinterpret the card. There are no misinterpretation in the cards. There are no even the I keep telling everyone, to keep telling you guys, the death card. Recently I had a reading, the death card came up and my client was like, oh, and I'm like, no, you should be happy it's the death card. The death card doesn't mean that someone's dying, you're dying. It just means that finally a chapter of your life, something has come to an end and it's closing to make room for something new. Okay, the devil card. The devil card and the tower card. The devil card is not, it's a warning. To me, when I get the devil card, it's like, it's a warning about someone or a situation. The tower card is the one where I'm like, uh-oh, things are not going to go well here. Or the 10 of swords. A lot of people freak out with the tower card. I would freak out with the 10 of swords. The 10 of swords is my death card. Okay. Or it's the 10 of swords to me in combo with the 9 of swords, the tower card, and maybe the justice card. That combination, that's bad. Okay, I hope I'm not missing any questions. Let's see. Okay. I don't see any other questions. Those are the tower. The 10 of swords, for sure. Like if you look at I don't want to take up too much time looking for okay, I found the 10 of swords here, which we talked about. I showed it to you before. See, she's turning her back. She's walking away. To me, again, it's a combination of cards and also it's what comes through. Okay, as a psychic, also energetically what comes through. But for instance, she's walking away from something. To me, this is a very somber image, right? Because she's surrounded by these birds saying goodbye. Her back is against us. She's walking towards somewhere we don't even know. So this is goodbye. This is a permanent goodbye. She's barefoot. She doesn't have any luggage. She doesn't have anything. This permanent goodbye. I want to find a the Nine of Swords from one of the other. I'll take this one just to show you the difference. But the difference in the artwork, but the meaning is still there, right? Hold on. Let's see. 10 of Swords. Sorry, you guys. Just drop your questions in the chat if you have any while I'm looking for the 10 of Swords here. So I want to show you like the difference. I found the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords. 10. Okay. I found it. Good. All right. Here. See why this is my death card? Do you see? He's dead. His spirit, his soul is flying away, is out. Not necessarily always. Doesn't mean that if you get the 10 of Swords that it means death. Again, it has to do a combination. It's the feeling, etc. I'm just saying why, to me, the death card is not death, or it's not necessarily negative or bad. They're in front of me, but they're clearer. Yeah, you know why? I'll tell you why. Because when you are with someone in the same room, in the same space, you also pick up their energy. You might also, I've told you, reminder, you're all psychics. We're all psychics. It's just that you need to exercise your intuitive mind. You need that muscle called third eye, because it is like a muscle that you needs training. That's all. And then you start picking up energies and you start feeling things around you. So what happens is you get confused because you pick up things, energies that they emit. At that point, they might be tired, hungry, annoyed, whatever. And that is distracting you from what's coming through. That's why. But that, again, needs practice and feeling confident in yourself. Yes, Maddie, it can be a betrayal card as well. So there are different meanings for different cards. That's why it's practice, and get to know your cards, because every reader might read each card differently. I use somewhat the traditional style of reading, but I also don't. I just use the cards pretty much as an aid, not even an aid. It's more for who I'm reading for, because if they see what I'm saying, it's valid. It's more, it gives them more validation as to what I'm saying. I don't really need the cards, but I just love using the cards. I could read anyone without the cards, but it makes my connection with spirit stronger and my connection with my client stronger, because I'll explain, oh, you're going through stuff, and they will look at this and they're like, yeah, you're right, but if I just sit here and say, oh, you're just so depressed, some people might say, oh, she's cold reading or she's making things up. But if I say something and then it comes up in the cards, then you'll be like, all right. Yes, some people are more visual. I'm definitely a visual being. I'm clairvoyant, which that I didn't realize when I was younger. I didn't realize that my photographic memory was because I was clairvoyant. Like if I see a number, and I suck at math. I was terrible at mathematics at school. I'm almost dyslexic when it comes to numbers, but if I see something written down, a number or anything, I'll remember it years later because I take snapshots. That's how my psychic abilities work too. I see snapshots of things. I see images, but I'm also clairsentient. I feel things. I have different, but I would say my strongest ability is clairvoyancy. Yeah, the visuals really do help. That's why I'm saying you get or choose a deck that really appeals to you. Like we're all psychic, we're all singers. We can all sing, but some are more talented, and almost everyone can sing better with teaching and practice. That is so true. That's a great analogy, and that's a great way of explaining it. Absolutely. So I'm teaching you how to sing, you guys. I'm teaching you how to sing, and you can all sing, right? And I'm here to help you if you have questions, if you get stuck, whatever you need. Because that would be my biggest dream is to create a community, which we have this beautiful community, create a community of psychics and intuitives and light workers and healers, and just help the world. This is what I would love to do. Why can I see clearer when I'm under the influence? Is it because, okay, let's talk about that a little bit. So when you mean under the influence, are we talking about weed, right? Because all the other stuff is no bueno. And I don't mean about do whatever you want, no judgment here. I used to be a party girl, just saying. But I used to party a lot. So I don't have any judgment. I'm not conservative when it comes to that. But when it comes to spirituality and when it comes to connecting with your guides and spirits, etc., the only substance out there that I would say can help you is weed. It is. Okay. Why? Because it's the THC that's inside of it. First of all, it really sort of calms your body, right? It really relaxes your body, and then your mind follows and relaxes your mind. And when you're in that state, you start ascending, you start vibrating on a higher frequency. You don't realize that you do it, but it happens. And then you open up. You open up so much that some people get visions, they get freaked, some people get freaked out because they might have some feelings or see things. It's not paranoia necessarily. Okay, yeah, some people can get paranoid when they smoke too much, but it's not paranoia per se. It's just that you're so open to spirit, and you're so open to receive, and you're so relaxed that you're able to receive, see it, and feel it. Hope that makes sense, Data. But we're not talking about the other stuff, because like the other stuff, it just really, really messes you up and it blocks everything. Cocaine, Molly, all that stuff. No. Mm-mm. No. But weed, yes. A lot of healers, readers smoke weed. And they smoke weed and then they will pull some cards. I do not smoke or drink when I do readings. Full stop. I just don't. Okay, that's my personal so because I've been in situations where I've been in gatherings with friends, we're all tipsy, we're all having a great time, and then people are like, Natalie, come on, let's do a group reading, let's do this. And I'm like, I've been drinking, you've been drinking. And that's why if I ever have anyone who's booked a book reading with me, and if I've detected if I can sense that they've been smoking weed, they're under the influence, or they're heavily medicated, I will stop the reading. I will. It messes things up. So mushrooms, yes, but depends how you use them and in what setting. Okay, I don't mean like not the Sandoval type of mushrooms and let's go to Coachella, let's have mushrooms and let's get wasted. You can microdose on mushrooms, go to the woods and have set an intention or set a setting for yourself to connect. Yes, mushrooms in that case really help, like ayahuasca, mushrooms, etc. So these types of more hallucinogenic substances, I am all for, as long as you know what you're doing, you don't overdo it, and it's not so much. So you do it to help yourself, and it's not a party thing. Shrooms or peyote, what's the one people are doing? So shrooms is the most, mainstream stuff that everyone's doing right now. They're very in and trendy. But peyote, it's a much more you need to be with a shaman and someone who knows how to guide you through it, because peyote, as with ayahuasca, can be extremely taxing on you, your body, on the experience you might have might be extremely intense. So you need someone next to you who knows what they're doing, a shaman most preferably. And obviously you can't do ayahuasca unless you're in a controlled, safe environment with someone like a shaman guiding you. So yeah, that's all fine, but again, it's to connect to your higher self, to your spirit. It's to help you, it's to help you purge, it's to help you understand things for yourself. It's not to, hey, let's get some peyote and let's go down to I don't know where, to the Ministry of Sound. I don't know why I said Ministry of Sound. That was the biggest club back then in England. To party. No. Let's see. I'm scared of the mushrooms. Yeah, that's why if you're scared of something, if you're not ready, don't do it. Don't do it. Because you're gonna the effect during and after is gonna be horrible for you. I go the way without even you're Pisces. You tend to overdo it and try everything. You're open to trying anything. You need to be trained before taking I will lose my mind. Yeah. So I'm glad. You know what? And I'm glad that weed is getting legalized. Like here in Europe, we're a little bit behind. Except for obviously the Netherlands, Holland. But I mean, I hope because I've seen how weed, THC, CBD, well, CBD, I've tried CBD. I'm not a fan. And THC is illegal here. So THC, for instance, I've seen how much it's helped people. Okay, it's helped us change their lives. So again, without excessive use, because anything that you do in this lifetime, whether it's legal or illegal, when you do it in excess, it's not good for you. Full stop. Food, when you're an excessive eater, it's not good for you. You might get cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, all sorts of things. Maddie, I would for PTSD, microdosing is perfect for shrooms. It is. It absolutely is. But yeah, you need to talk to someone. It's too scary. No, when it's microdosing, there's nothing to be scared because they're micro doses. They're really small doses. That you don't get this big kick. As soon as like you take a little bit of mushroom, it's you just start to feel it little by little by little, and then you add a little more of mushrooms, and then it starts building on. So your body starts getting used to it, and it absorbs it in a way which does not affect you in any negative way. But now we're talking, and I'm not saying go do drugs, everyone. I'm just saying that for certain people, not for everyone, and this conversation started with weed. Weed can help. It can help you open up and connect a lot. But again, don't overdo it. Don't overdo it, and don't do anything. I'll just need to put a disclaimer: don't do anything illegal. If it's illegal, don't do it. I want to get in trouble. Right. I mean, I would expect Sweden to be one of the first countries to legalize weed, to be honest. Is it that strict? I know it's strict with alcohol because of the high alcoholism rates and stuff that the Nordic countries have, but I don't understand. I don't get it. They should legalize it. They should. It's going to help a lot of people. And I mean, people who actually need it, people who've got cancer, people who have PTSD, people who just really need something to calm them down. Okay. All right, you guys. So I don't know. Do you have any other questions? And then I'm going to do a quick lightning reading. I'm going to do for 5 people today. I'm going to quick 1 question readings today. Just let me know if there are any questions before we start. I don't have any space here anymore with all these cards. Yes, we did talk about ayahuasca. I haven't done it myself yet, but I am planning to after summer, because I have found a shaman here in Greece that I want to do it with, and I'm going with a friend of mine. So that will be interesting. Ayahuasca is an experience. If you are not ready, don't do it. Don't do it. You need to be 100% ready, open, and willing to go through whatever you're going to go through during that high or that trip. I don't know. I don't want to call it trip because that sort of is associated with ecstasy and stuff. But ayahuasca, you need to be prepared for that. You need to be prepared for whatever you're going to deal with during those 6 hours that you're going to be connected to your higher self, to your ancestors, to the elders, to everyone on the other side. That's all I have to say. And that's why I've always felt ready, but because I know that when I do it, it's going to bring a lot of things from past life, childhood, etc. And I feel ready now. So yeah, it can take up to 6 hours, the effects, for sure. Yes, you need someone who knows, because some people get physically ill, people are, weeping, crying, in hysterics. It depends what it is that you're going through, what it is that you're experiencing that moment. So you need someone next to you to calm you down and to make sure that you're okay and that you're being guided and that you don't feel sort of alone in the ether of whatever it is that you're experiencing. Yes, Isa, I have a quick question for friend. If you have time, I will put in the chat. Don't want to call in. You don't have to call in. So we're going to don't call in today, you guys. Just 5 questions. So 5 people can ask me 1 question each. No health questions. We'll keep it short. We'll keep it quick. That's it. That's it. Oh, I will. I'm actually planning to, I'm going to get someone to record it as well on video, because not so much because I want to put it out in public. I might put like clips of it, but more so for me in the future. But yes, I will definitely share my experience. Oh, data. Hold on. Okay, we start with data then. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what you're going to do, but I can tell you data. I don't know what you're working on right now or what you do. Maybe I do know, but I don't remember right now. But I can tell you what, hard work is going to pay off and you will be able to buy a house. Okay, so if you want to spend your money, I would suggest that you buy a house. So, because, and I realize that you say, hey, if I'm gone, I'm gone. Yeah, but you can always give away that house, if you're not planning to have kids or get married or whatever, and you have no one by the time you're about to exit this world, then you can always, I don't know, you can help a family need or something like that. Or you can create it into a safe house, for instance. Just giving you ideas. But because I'm picking up your energy, just wanted to say, although things seem a little bit tight right now and that things are not moving in the direction that you want, I want to say that all the work, I just see success, money coming your way, okay, in the future. Data. I hope that helps. Hold on. It's me, Carrie, from CPTSD. Okay. Carrie, you can also, you know what? I don't know what you've been through. Oh, But you can always do life coaching with me. If you want help more with that spirit, with the energy, with your energy, healing your energy and your spiritual journey. Sometimes, a lot of times, and some people in the chat can attest to that, that through coaching you can learn, accept, and love yourself so much. Just, you don't have to, I'm just saying. I said that I have to self promote myself more because I'm terrible at doing that, and I always have to do it. I always have to remind myself. So, yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. Magician, High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles, girl. Wow. So Carrie, by the way, you're very intuitive and very connected to the other side. Have you been seeing things, feeling stuff, dreams? Tell me a little bit about that, because that's what I see. So a lot of the stuff, good news about, because you said you have CPTSD. So a lot of the stuff that sort of that followed you, that's a better word to use, that's followed you from past life experiences in this life, and things that you've experienced here, are finally, that is breaking that karmic, how I'm going to say this karmic bond. Okay, it's finally breaking. And yes, I do see you healing. I absolutely see you healing. But in order for you to heal, I feel that you need to put your focus on something else. I feel that what's lacking is that you need to empower. You need something to make you feel more empowered, and you need to find something, and you will, to put that energy in. Put in things that you've learned through your experiences, helping others, creating something that's yours, putting that focus and energy there, and you'll see how things are going to start getting so much better. You're already doing a lot of work on yourself. All right, so okay, Jesus is a question, and then I have two more after Jesus. I'm sorry, you guys, because it's getting late. But we'll do this again, maybe on Sunday. So, let's see. Okay. Things are turning. Jesus, are you more of a creative type? Because this is what I'm getting, right? So the wheel is turning. So if things have been stale, haven't been working out, if you've been waiting so long, things are going to pick up. Things are going to change for you. It's coming. Ace of Wands, a new opportunity, more of a creative opportunity, something that you will finally enjoy. This is what I'm getting. The Moon, though, be careful. Something, maybe you haven't been honest with yourself or with future employers about something. I would be a little bit careful with the Moon regarding things that you don't want them to know, or things maybe you've tweaked a CV or something like that. You don't need to. You can just come out and be honest. Things are changing for you to the better. Things are moving now. Okay, I feel the energy flowing. So that's positive. So the answer is yes. So Iconic, you're next, and then I'll get to Isa because she asked, well, technically she asked first for her friend. Is it me in my best interest to switch careers, and switching after this contract is over, or trying to? Hold on. All right, you are thinking about it. You're very determined, so iconic. You're very determined. You are like you're very focused on switching careers. I see you so this if I feel that there is switching careers is something that you want to do, you're very determined to do. But for some reason, I feel Page of Pentacles. If there is there an opportunity, have you applied for something, or is there are you in talks with someone about a new opportunity, a new job? I see, but I don't see it happening. I feel disappointment here. But what I do see is traveling. I feel that you love traveling. You like to travel. It's good for your soul. It's food for your soul. I see traveling though in your career, and you need to find something where it just allows you to do that. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Follow your path. Do not, if nothing changes, if you don't intuitively see something happening or changing direction for you, don't poke that bear. Don't leave it alone, because you're going to start seeing, the fruits of your labor finally. So just, I would say for now, stick to what you're doing and then you'll see. But traveling is a big thing. So I do see in the future a job which allows you to do that. And finally, Isa, and I'm sorry, you guys, but we'll do this again. I promise, I promise, I promise. My friend is thinking about moving back to Marbella, Spain. Should she do it? Okay. If it's for the reason I think your friend wants to move to Marbella, Spain, my answer is I don't think it's a good idea, but let's see. Okay. Your friend is unhappy right now. Like she's depressed, unhappy, confused, but at the same time she's trying to get away from a situation. And I feel that she feels that in Marbella she's going to have more opportunities, maybe job opportunities, money opportunities, or she's going to find balance. But Isa, I'm sorry to say, I'm going to show you the cards because you've got a tarot deck too. Look, 5 of Cups. This is the energy around your friend. And then we have the 7 of Swords, the reasons behind, the motive behind that thought or that plan to move there is not right, and it's not going to work out for her, I'm afraid, with this 5 of Swords here. I'm sorry. Hope that helps. Right, you guys, that's it with lightning readings for today, but we will do another video for sure, and we will do callers and everything. Today, I just wanted to talk and help you guys connect with your guides, and then do a few lightning readings because it's getting late over here. And don't forget that, you guys, it's like 10:45 at night here, and it's been a long day. But I'll probably be back on Sunday alone. I'll talk to Giorgio. The reason why, now I'll be absolutely honest with you, is because I want to take a break from doing readings, New Jersey Bravo celebrity readings. I do want to. I watched the New Jersey reunion yesterday, and I have to say I can't. Like, my soul needs a break from all this darkness and all this that's going on, and I just want. It's summertime. Everyone's in a much better mood. The days are longer. Generally, the energy feels good right now. And I just want to connect more with you guys and help you guys learn spirituality, learn tarot, learn astrology, connect with you guys, do readings. this is my focus right now. So I might take a little break from, but I still want to do like, I posted this on Instagram and on YouTube Shorts. There is the case of, who's heard of the case of Alexi Treviso, a 19-year-old girl that was pregnant. She hid her pregnancy, or so she says, or so her mom says. And then she went to hospital complaining of back pain, hip pain, etc. Obviously, the baby was crowning. She was pregnant. Just as they wanted to check her, because they wanted to give her like a pelvic test and an ultrasound, and she ran to the bathroom and she gave birth to a baby, and then she just dumped the baby. So it's disturbing case. It's disturbed me. I've been dreaming of this case for 2 days, and I feel that I need to talk about it. So if you guys are interested in this, I'll do this on Sunday, because there are a lot of questions. Did the mom know? Like, what is going on? Like, that's another, like, Natalia Grace was another weird story. This is a weird story too, and I want to get to the bottom of things. So if you guys are interested, I would love to read on that. Yes, The Magician. I love The Magician too. High Priestess is my favorite too. The Star. Oh, Christina, you're so late, but you'll have to catch the. No, we've just done the live readings. We're about to wrap up, but you can check the replay, because this was a great live. We had great laughs. We did readings. You learned something. But I will come back on Sunday. We will do another live then, and then we will do lightning readings at the end. And I promise, and Christina, if you want a reading, then I'll make a mental note. And Gloria, I'm sorry I can't take your question right now, but please join us on Sunday, and I promise you I'll give you a mini reading there. Let's see what you guys are saying, and then I appear to being very connected and psychic. There you go. Let's see. In talks right now. There you go. Super, you guys. I love lightning readings too. Yes, I'm see, sharing is caring. I like to share my decks. Jesus. Christina, you've got to go watch the replay in order for you to get the jokes. Now we have inside jokes now. I love it. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Oh my God. I don't want to go. I don't want to let you go, you guys. What are you saying, Maddie? Right. And that's why, like, you know what? There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say about Vanderpump and New Jersey and all that. Once the new show start, and if there's anything major, then by all means. I still want to do pop culture stuff, and we will. But I'm just saying that right now, this is what I feel. Like, I'm just like, bravo, bravo, bravo. Enough. All right, you guys. With this lady with Alexi, you mean, Christina? Yes, we need to look into it. I'm gonna read on that. No, Jesus, I'm not gonna do Trump. I'm not gonna do Trump. I don't care. Just don't care. All right, you guys, thank you so much. This was so fun. And I hope you all guys have a great day, a great night if you're in Europe, a great morning if you are in Australia or New Zealand. I love you all so much. I'll be seeing you on Sunday. And don't forget that on the weekend, I'll upload the video with Trika, and we will be talking about lucid dreaming and her role as Datsula and all of that. She's not dark. I can tell you, you guys, this is not going to be a dark conversation. I know her. It's going to be very, very insightful. So, love you all. Take care. Till next time. Bye.